So one thing that I kind of realized very recently is that for a long time I really wasn't being creative. I was doing a lot of design work, yes, for clients and art directing, creative directing, my team. But for the most part, I really wasn't doing much design myself. And finally there was a project back in February where I had to kind of jump in. One of our teammates, was sick, had pneumonia, and so I kind of had to step up and spend 2 full days knocking out a large amount of changes for a project. And it was something that was very draining. However, it really pushed me and my creativity. Up until that point, probably for 6 months plus before that, I really hadn't done a lot of creative work. I hadn't really done any illustration work. I'd done some branding, but not a whole lot of it. And so it was something that kind of reinvigorated my creativity and reinvigorated me to, step back into those shoes. And since then, I've been doing a lot more creative work. In fact, just a little bit ago, I was actually doing some doodles for Blue Cyclops, just like trying to experiment with hand lettering, which is something I've always wanted to do and something that has always eluded me. And so, in doing that and doing a bunch more side projects recently, I found my creativity coming back and I find myself wanting to do a whole heck of a lot more with it. So I'm very thankful for the fact that I was able to kind of get back into that mindset. And now I'm able to create a lot more now. In fact, it's got me more reinvigorated to make reels like this and make content like this again to kind of like talk about these things. That moment plus Creative South were huge impacts in me starting to create content again and start sharing things. So I'm hoping that, this might inspire others too, especially those of you who are in the design leadership phase of your career, to take a moment and just start creating again, experimenting and I don't know, being inquisitive with your creativity and design. So.